And we back. 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 Hey, this ain't no intro. This the entree. Hit that intro with Kanye. I sound like Andre. Trying to turn my...
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to do my Season 1, Episode 1 recap of the new hit TV show, or TV series, The Chi, which is on Showtime. So, I want to thank you guys once again for all the support you gave me with Power. Now it's time to move to the next great show, The Chi. And we start off this show with the character named Coogi. Now, Coogi, he looks familiar to you guys probably. If you've seen the movie Kicks, this is him. He's a great young actor in my opinion. Now, he starts off this series. He's the first character we see. He riding his bike. Typical teenager, man, in Chicago. I mean, what he does, he's not really trying to harm anybody. You know what I'm saying? As far as what he does. Now, what happens with him, he makes a mistake. And that is, he sees a dead body. You know, we hear the shots. He sees the body laying on the pavement. So what he decides to do is go to this body and steal the shoes off this man and his necklace. You know, he made a crucial mistake, and this mistake is what made this show. You know, it's based off this event right here, the murder of this man. Like I said, I don't really know his name, but this is what the show is based off of. It's a ripple effect, and this is what Lena Waithe said. One event can affect the whole city, you know, and this is what affected everybody. The death of this man right here. So what happens is, you got your boy Coogi. He's seen by multiple people throughout the city, throughout the neighborhood, whatever, and the boys come and pick him up and they take him downtown. They take your boy Coogi downtown, and he's there for questioning. Now, fast forward, we got your boy Brendon. Now, Brendon, he's a hood dude from the hood, but he's one of those guys that he has the dark past, but he's trying to better himself. What Brendon is trying to do is, he's trying to start his own restaurant business with his girlfriend, Jerica. They're trying to start a business eventually. You know, he's trying to move up. He's looking for this promotion because he believes if he get the promotion to line cook, it can help him one day get that extra push to become his own restaurant owner. So this is what Brendon is doing, and he's the older brother of Coogi. So he's trying to better himself in this tough neighborhood, and it's very hard to do that. Seeing that he's really wanting to change where he came from. I mean, he can't really change where he came from, but he's trying to change who he is because he know where he came from. But it's kind of hard to do that when you still in this tough, rough environment. But Brendon is a very strong character. He looks familiar. He's from straight out of Compton. He played Eazy-E, and like I said, a great actor, and he plays his role very well. He's one of the key characters in The Chi, and in this episode, you feel his pain. You know, you see what he's trying to do. I know people like this. They're trying to change themselves and trying to do better, and it's hard to do that when you're living in that tough environment. Now we move on. We got Keisha, and we got Kevin, brother and sister. Kevin, you know, young guy, trying to do what he got to do. You know, he like girls at his school. You got Keisha. She would do anything, it seems like, for her brother. You know, she would do anything for him, look out for him. And like I said, she would do what she got to do to get him what he needs. Kevin, on the other hand, like I said, he's in school, and he's trying to talk to girls and all that. He got a girl named Andrea that he's trying to talk to, man. And he's hanging around his two other friends. You got Jake right here with the dreads, and you got Papa. They call him Papa right here with the sweater on. This is his crew. And his whole little thing with this episode is, okay, I need to be in this play so I can get closer to Andrea. But come to find out, your boy Jake beat him to the punch, which he finds out later in the episode. But eventually we can tell that Kevin and Andrea may be together later on in this series. Now, we got another character, and this name is Emmett. Now, Emmett may look familiar to you guys once again. Now, he plays in the movie Slate. Very talented young actor. And what Emmett is in this show is he's your shoe lover. He loves shoes. He can't stop buying shoes. He works and he smashes girls left to right. Dude can't help it. He keeps smashing girls left to right. And that's his weakness. Because he can't keep his thing in his pants, man. Apparently he gets a girl pregnant. He has a kid. You know, his baby mom said, look, this is your son. Emmett, he tries to deny it and to say, you know, this is not my kid. You a hoe, you smashing everybody. And also, Keisha is smashing Emmett as well. She told Emmett, look, we gonna do this. Make sure my brother get the new Steph Curry's. So your boy Emmett is dealing with all types of shit. Come to find out, his baby mama is his baby mama because the kid is his. They got a DNA test and boom, the kid is his. So he's dealing with baby mama drama and typical teenager stuff. And now you got his mom, Jada. She's a nurse. Now, she's a tough mom. She's a very tough mom. She's on Emmett. She tells him, look, you need to be doing what you got to do and stop messing with these little fast girls like Keisha. And she gives him very good advice that I don't think Emmett's going to take. I think what's going to happen is bad things are going to happen first, and then he's going to learn. You know, he's going to have to learn from his mistakes. But right now, Jada is pushing him to be great, but it's kind of hard to do that when he got a kid already. And Jada is not watching his kid. She told him, look, I'm not watching him. You know, like I said, she's a nurse, and she's also taking care of one of the main characters in this show's grandmother, which is Ronnie. We got Ronnie right here. He old school OG, you know, out on the block doing silly stuff. Really didn't make nothing of his life. And we all know this type of person. An old school OG, you know, got all the potential in the world, but just didn't use it. He's still in love with his first love, who he has a kid by, but she doesn't want to get back with him. And he just sits on the block every day doing nothing, you know, flirting with all the little young girls. But in this episode, he gets some bad news, some very bad news. His son was killed the night before. And if you remember, like I was telling you, if you've seen the show, the guy that was killed at the beginning happens to be Ronnie's son. Yes, it was Ronnie's son the whole time. So Ronnie is just shocked. You know, he's like, damn, like, really? He wasn't really a part of his son's life. He says, I was his father, you know, I did this, I love the kid. But he really wasn't a part of his life like that. And that kills him deep inside. Now, he gave Ronnie a necklace he's been having since he was a kid or whatever. But Ronnie, you know, he got some demons, man. And I think he feels very bad about what happened to his son. Maybe if he was involved a little bit more, his son would be alive. But it's just a sad story. Now, we fast forward and we get Laverne. Now, Laverne, she looks familiar, right? Yeah. She's Detective Shakima from The Wire. And if this show reminded you of The Wire, it's gonna remind you of The Wire even more. She adds that extra flavor to it. An excellent actor. Now, she's the mother of Coogee and Brendon. And look, they got problems. I'm telling you, they got problems. She can't control Coogee. She doesn't even like Brendon and his girlfriend Jerica at all. It doesn't seem like she even likes him at all. So they're trying to get their thing together, and come to find out, she gets the phone call and they tell her, look, Coogee is downtown. So they go downtown. He's being questioned. Now you got Detective Cruz right here. He's a guy that he doesn't get the respect that he feels like he deserves in the department. You know, they think he's too soft. But in reality, Detective Cruz, he's trying to be fair and square, not trying to use his power like that. He's trying to do the right thing. And like I said, the people he worked with don't really respect him. Now, Coogee is brought in, and Detective Cruz doesn't think he did it. He thinks he's a good kid. So he tells Brendon, look, if you need my help, if you need anything, call me. And also, Coogee, because Brandon's mother, she let Coogee stay with Brendon. So Coogee gets to go stay with Brendon, and the next thing you know, Coogee, that very first night, he's approached by Ronnie. Now Ronnie, he does his own investigation around the hood. They tell him, look, we know who took your boy's shoes and chain. It was some dude standing over his body, some dude with a lot of hair. So Ronnie, he got the information, So he goes out looking, and boom, he see Coogee. He asks him like, look, you got something to do with my son? And Coogee like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. Next thing you know, they get into an argument, and Ronnie pulls out a gun and shoots Coogee. Right there. And when this happened, I don't have the picture of it, but when this happened, you got Kevin. He's seen it. Little Kevin seen what happened. And also his friends Jake and Papa, they was out there. They didn't actually, I don't believe they actually seen it. Kevin seen it. And Ronnie walked right by Kevin. Kevin put his hands up, but Ronnie just ran away. So Kevin is the only one that's seen his face. He's the only person that's seen his face right there. And he's seen his face, and also Ronnie seen Kevin. And Ronnie know that Kevin knows what he did. So now we get to the funeral. They have the big funeral, and your boy Brendon, he's very upset, emotional, pissed. He's just pissed off. He tells the story about his brother, about him being a virgin, about him not deserving this. And it's sad, that your boy Coogee had to go. Now, I didn't like that he died. I know just one episode. I was hoping he can get more screen time, but his character, I was kind of attached to his character very fast because he's the first person we see. And we see him a lot through the episode. We learn to grow with him and to be attached to him. So I was like, damn, he died already. You kind of like feel it. Like you feel Brandon's pain. And Brandon's pissed off, man. He's very pissed off. His mom is telling him, like, I'll let him stay with you, and this is what happened, and they going back and forth. So Brendon, he's like, you know what? I need to do my own investigation. So he goes around, he asking everybody, and he comes into Kevin. He gets some info, and Kevin like, look, I ain't telling you nothing. So Brendon gives him some money. I think he gave him a bike or whatever. Next thing you know, Kevin tells Brendon, look, I know where the dude stayed at. I seen who killed him. I know where he be at. And this is what happened in the hood. We don't know what I'm saying. The police don't know, but in the hood, they know everything. They got the no snitch policy. And these murders and stuff, people know who did it. People know who did it. They just don't want to tell the cops. So Kevin, he takes Brendon to Ronnie, pretty much. He takes him to Ronnie, like, look, here he is right there. There he is, old man, boom, with the hat on. Now, Brendon, like I said, he's your typical hood dude with a bad past. He's trying to better himself. Like I said, I know people like this. I'm from the hood as well. I'm from a lot of bad stuff too. I don't want nothing to happen where I got to go back and do something that's going to hurt me in the long run. But we all know, we work hard, and I'm talking about all my subs. A lot of you guys, we work hard. And we don't want nobody taking away nothing we worked hard for. But it's always one thing that can take you back to that mindset of, look, I gotta go and do some shit that I don't really want to do. But in the hood, it's like that. So what Brandon is thinking is, he's like, man, I'll smoke this dude for real. Like, he walking around, he killed my little brother, and he gotta pay. And this show does an excellent job. It make you feel the pain. Like, you like, man, I feel you. Like, I gotta go and handle this. How would you feel if somebody smoked your mom? You know what I'm saying? They didn't go to jail. Somebody saw it. They knew who it was, and they was just outside kicking it like nothing didn't happen. Right on the same block they always be at. Somebody tell you, like, there you go right there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And that's what Kevin told Brendon. So what you gonna do? And it leads us to episode 2 of what is Brendon gonna do, because the thing about this, like I said earlier, Brendon was trying to get this promotion. And during all this, he gets a call from the boss. And the boss says, look, you got the promotion, man. You on the line. So Brendon is getting closer to his dreams. But now he's faced with I got to handle this for that pride feeling. So I got to retaliate. I got to kill somebody. But is it really worth it? Is it worth it? Yeah, he killed your brother, but is it worth going in and losing everything you worked hard for? You know how hard it was. Is it worth going and killing somebody and losing that? Potentially losing all of it. And for some people, it is. Especially in the hood. Especially in Southside Chicago, it is. It's rough. So, like I said, in episode 2, we going to find out what Brendon's going to do. I think Brendon's smart, man. I think he's smart. He's going to approach this, hopefully, in a positive way. But if I was in Brendon's shoes, man, I don't know if I could do that. And that's just real. I mean, I don't know if I can do it. And we all know killing somebody ain't gonna bring back. It's not gonna bring back nobody. It ain't gonna bring back the person that was dead already. So Brendon's gonna have to show us and do something that hopefully is gonna help him in the long run and not screw up his life. But these recaps will get better, you guys. They will get better. Like I said, I'm trying to learn all these new characters, their plots, the way they think, and also, like I said, the names of these characters. So each week I will get better at this. But if you got any feedback on the show, let me know in the comments. I can improve, and I can't wait. I can't wait to make some more videos on this show. I think it's going to be a great show. And I'm very happy to actually be able to watch the show from the beginning instead of waiting and be, kind of behind, like, oh, I got to catch up. But I'm kind of happy that I get to watch it and experience this journey with you guys. But let me know what you think of the show. If you haven't seen it, hopefully you have seen it if you're watching this video. But go watch the show. This is a great show. And I hope they get their props. This is a show that needs to get pushed. It needs to get pushed because Lena Waithe, she said, you hear about all the killings in Chicago and all the news threads, all that shit in the news. But what about the people of Southside Chicago? What about them? Now it's time to show you their lifestyles, and you can really get to understand on how it really is there. So hopefully you guys can understand, and hopefully you watch the show. But I ain't gonna try to make this as long. I know it's kind of a long video, but I just wanted to get this out there to y'all. But I want to thank y'all once again for all the support, all the love, and I will bring you more The Shy content in the future. But it's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
And we back. 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 And we back.